it that you love about football?
This, friends getting together.
I'm born in India. I learned about football when I came here at the age of 2. Football in India means soccer, but in America, I love football.
It's the one sporting event, not soccer, not hockey, not anything else that unites the United States of America.
Despite all the negatives that we've done, it's something that overarching throughout our history, we've always liked to compete, whatever it is. So I'm not surprised the Super Bowl is something that's huge for us.
This was the garage, and you pulled your car up and had your tires changed and your oil changed, and now we dance here. Dublin, I was born and raised here, and it's always been a small town. Being in a smaller town, you know more people in a more intimate way.
I like that the people are a lot more excited about things like that in Germany. In Germany, kind of people expect it to be good. Here, they're actually excited if things are good, so I love that.
A couple weeks ago, we had the Atlanta Opera. They did Pirates of Penzance. I would definitely say one of the challenges I've seen since I've been here is getting people to come to shows.
You got two different cultures, you know. You got like right here. You had the Confederate and the Union. You're gonna have racism anyway now. So, you know, I just feel like water on the bridge. Shit, let the shit flow. Fuck racism anymore. You know, it doesn't bother you. I'm 52 years old and I've seen some things and some things that I want to see in the future. Don't worry about it. You cut me, I'm red, and cut you, you red, and let's put them together in this, you know, unity.
You know, we've had a lot of both tragedy and triumph throughout our history, and it has really contributed to what makes us a great nation. It's actually more soldiers died here than in any battle during the Civil War.
Most of my week in Georgia was spent in historic Savannah, where I worked with students at Savannah Country Day School to reflect on what American culture is to them.
We're the culture that most derives stuff from other cultures.
Get your education, don't forget from whence you came. The world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton.
I kind of reintroduced myself to piano at college, and then for this. So a lot of this I'm actually self-taught.
When our ancestors were first brought to this country, we settled in the southern places like Savannah. So when you see the artworks, most of the time it's depicted around the water and around the land, and it's noted for the bold, bright colors and patterns, and it tells a story. It's spiritually connected. You have to have something to look back on to ask the most important question: who am I?
We're currently in the oldest structure in the state of Georgia called the Herb House. Right next door is actually a tavern that was a hotspot for pirates, and it's also rumored that the author of Treasure Island did stay in the inn that was above the tavern.
She had 11 boarders that she did breakfast, lunch, and dinner for during the war. By the time people get in, the people they sit with are like family. We've had people say to us, if people could eat like this together, perhaps we wouldn't have to fight so many of those wars we've fought.
Georgia, sir.
Florida, sir.
Pittsburgh, sir.
California and Maryland and Virginia and Connecticut, New York State. Yeah, Washington, D.C. I forgot about that.
American culture would be having the freedom to tell my story the way it is supposed to be told from my perspective as a Gullah artist and as a Gullah.
You can do anything. You can open a coffee shop. You can now open a coffee shop, and maybe in 10 years I'm going to do something completely different.
Even though we have our differences, but we're all alike. And when we sit down to eat, we realize that.
As you know, God gives us life. He also gives us freedom, right? And the freedom is an attribute or a gift from God that permits us to separate ourselves from God. we make a decision, not only once in our lifetime, but in our daily life. What kind of person am I going to be?